It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll see Jonathan Brooks. He ranks among the rushing leaders, third in the league on the season. It's the Panthers and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Here's Smith on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play, but a couple of interceptions, he's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Hurts comes out throwing. That's caught by A.J. Brown. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He puts everything behind this one. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Hurts trying again on second down. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Hurts throwing again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback. That high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap now to Young. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's going deep this time. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
First down throwing for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that. Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. On 4th down, Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he gets him around 6 there. That was Reed Blankenship making the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Running once more with Brooks. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Again, it's Brooks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Counter play, Hubbard. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He gets 6 on that play, and it'll give the Panthers a first down. Out of the gun, Young. Jones reels it in. And they get this down to the 28. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. On the give, it's Brooks. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Young working from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Joseph. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On 1st down, Hurts. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jack Thompson finishing that play off. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Braden Mann on the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Panthers and Jonathan Brooks ready to begin another drive. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Ready? Play.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 16. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles Brooks get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets in several yards on that play.
This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Barkley can't push it across. They make the stand, and it looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Rush coming for Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. Hands off here for Brooks. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll send their tight end right. 2nd and 10 now. He's on the move. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Brooks on the give, headed right. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Zach Bond with the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Pierce coming in motion left here. Back to throw. Here's Young. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And that will not be enough for a first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Ready?
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles looking for a score before halftime. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Into the hands of Campbell. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's got to be one of the shortest completions I've ever seen on the curl and go. That route's like a fine wine, Kate. It gets better the longer it matures, but that court came out a little early that time, and it was only a small gain.
This one finds Goddard. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Pass complete to Campbell. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Shaq Thompson finishing that play off. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the pistol, Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Hurts throwing again. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to give him the ball.
Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Hurts setting up to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Come on, set.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. A touchdown pass for Trevor Lawrence. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Johnson with a return here. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their... And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
To the air on 1st down. Young gets this one to Pierce. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Young working from the gun. This finds Likely. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now.
From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And with that run, he's reached the coveted mark for a back in a single campaign. This is officially a 1,000-yard season on the ground.
Ready,
The
ready.
drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Play action now, Young. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete, and now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well.
Offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Running it after the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, we had the interception earlier, a sack right now, you've got to start figuring out a plan for him or he will take over this game.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Eagles get to it.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
No touch it. No touch it. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch it. No touch it. No touch.
Back to throw, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it down close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to win right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow the lead now to 22 points. Elliott all set for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Brooks on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
First throw for the backup now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. Taken in by Likely. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Now a give to Brooks. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Has the connection to Jones. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Throwing here, Dalton. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
1st down throwing for Hurts. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
Set.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Hurts looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's Panthers football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the 4th. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. Man in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Into the hands of Likely. And they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st. Here's Dalton to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, set now, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Dalton. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. It's caught, that's Thielen. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Give to Brooks, running right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
1st and goal, Hubbard. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Cut near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here is Brooks. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. From a bit closer now, another look at 3rd and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets in, touchdown. The Panthers get it back to within 2 possessions. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
And the Panthers leaving their guys out there. Look at this. They're trying for 2. He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts setting up to throw. Dump off caught by his back. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. On first down, Hurts escapes the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Gonna run with Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He gets a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes out to the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Now Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by Hopkins is good. And make this a 19.3 score advantage.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Motion man sent left. Dalton now to throw. Pass is hauled in by the running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Dalton. Finds him over the middle. And he got this close to midfield before going out. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Dalton. That's complete. Here's Brooks. Rolling into enemy territory. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Here's Dalton. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Dalton looking to throw. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And this one does not go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.